check. Check, check. Okay. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check, check. Hey guys, this is just gonna be a beat check. I have set up some new stuff or different stuff. It's not really new. Like I have a lens here that's a 24-105 now. Not because I need 105. 105 is all up in your face, for instance. That's like, whoa, whoa, intimate. But the autofocus at 105 is still fantastic. It's not even 105, it's probably 70. So let me correct for what I want. So I changed a couple options here and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Honestly, I don't know if this should be a just chatting because I might not do beats. I might do review some stories that I have. But let's start with just trying to make sure that everything else is going on correctly because I changed a couple things. All right, it's looking good so far. So let's move on. Let's do at least one or two beats. Honestly, too, I also have this kicker here, but it's on a battery, so I don't want to use it too much. But it looks good. It looks better. Yeah, that little kicker in front of my face. So, with that said, let's get to the beat making, or at least the beat review. I also, you know what? Not even before, but while we do this, I just fixed my bass. So the ground wire, so let me turn this down a little bit. So the ground wire for it was actually messed up. Hey, how you doing, man? Or lady. How you doing? I'm just gonna do some beats right now because I set up Restream. Cool, good. I set up Restream, and one of the things is that it's sending out to multiple platforms right now, and I need to check all this stuff now. And I didn't, it's a whole new world for me. I've got to go into 3 platforms. So let me hit another beat while I'm at it. So I also just fixed my bass. So I'm going to add a sample that has my bass in there. I might have to tune it a little bit and I was turning on some of that stuff right now. I also have a mixer on my notebook right here. So let's see. It might have a little bit of a hum in the background though. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. But let's see. Let's see how it does. Oh no, I might have to go back into it. Oh, that's interesting. There we go, it just kicked on. So, what's wrong is... Oh, let's see it. Let's see. Come out a little bit. I could actually grab my other lens too at some point. But I also have to tune this thing. So, let me throw the tuner on and just tune it at least. So it has somewhere close to it. Wow, it's a little too hot for in here right now. I can even tilt down a little bit. Why not? Back up a little bit for you guys. So let me pause this for a second. Let me just do a tuning real quick. Wow, that A was really flat. That was a flat A. Ooh, that's a really flat D. want to hear that D across the other D too. See you next stream. See you soon. All right, that's better. So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back into. Well, let me hear what I have. By the way, I don't even care about that one so much. I'm gonna even change that grouping. So I'm gonna go. Not that one. Sorry, wrong one. No signal there. I'm actually going to change this beat a little bit already. I'm gonna go back into the group that's here. Let's see, which pattern is it? Because let me mute choke something. It's this one. So I'm gonna take that one out. Let's see, let me see what else is on that pad. There's not a lot on that pad. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use that one. And I'm gonna actually have to go into my settings right now. And I had just changed it, the ASIO from one thing to another. So I'm gonna have to go into the preferences right now, and I'm gonna have to change some things. So let's start with, I'm gonna go back into the audio. I'm not sure if you guys can see this because this is kind of behind the scenes things. So let's see. This should be 9 and 10. It's gonna crinkle a couple times because I'm changing inputs and outputs right now. So I apologize for that. So then I want this to be 1 and 3. It's gonna do it 3 more times. And then I should be done. Right now I'm just resetting these ins. Actually, I'll just do it one more time because I only need this one right now. And I'm gonna sample something later. Maybe not today, but I might have to change that setting. So I'm gonna go into the sampler right now that you can see. And right now you can see that it's linked up to that. So let me see. So it seems that's probably pretty hot over here. So I'm gonna change a bunch of the settings right now real quick, just so that I can pick it up a little bit lower. Okay, so at least I know what I kind of want to do. So I'm going to do it as a detect. I'm going to do it with the monitor off. I'm not going to do it, it's a threshold detect. So it's going to just play along through. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut up a little bit of the sections. I kind of want to do that because I want to do a little bit more versatile stuff with the bass lines, because it's not like I'm a fantastic bass player. Yeah, okay. So I lost my steam. This is a good time to lose steam anyway. So what I'm gonna do with this is obviously this stupid stuff first. Normalize it. I'm gonna cut the end of the little section at the end off. Truncate that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice this, and I'm gonna slice it with. Let's see. What do I want to do? How much do I want to slice it is the question, and I should get into the keyboard zone for that. So I'm gonna pause this for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna do a detect for this. So it really wants to cut this up a lot, and I have no reason to do that. What I want to do is I want to spread this across, and I want to see. Let's see how long these are. So maybe I should take off the. Before this happens, I'm going to undo the normalize. It's just because the baseline, what I have to do is that I have to use number 3 next time, so that there's not any more static coming from any of the other tracks. There's an effects track that I think was up, and it's also on a pedal, so that makes sense. It wants to reduce the level, and I shouldn't over normalize it off the top, or it's gonna have this just static sound in the back. And honestly, it might have it for most of it, but it shouldn't matter with a noise gate at the end on it. So let me finish this edit. Truncate that. Go back to the slice, detect it. I'm gonna bring it down all the way to 22. 22 for now. Should I even bring it down to like 20? It has this wisp, like you can hear the static in the back, which will be okay when I compress it, but I'm gonna have to do it over again with a different channel. So I'm even gonna do that now. I'm gonna split that. I already did. I'm gonna save it. Sorry about that. My nose has been bugging me for a week now. So here we go. I'm gonna go back to the sampler that's here. I'm gonna actually go to different track, and instead of the 910, which is this controller, let's see if I knock something down. No, okay. So it's all right there. You guys can probably see it in the corner. There's a little bit of a bar that shows you what the line is. I guess that would have worked better if I was at that level. And I'm gonna also turn on the monitor. Wow, it has a lot of feed on it. Okay, no, that's just that. Ooh, so it's not grounded properly. I'm gonna have to go in here. I'm gonna have to go back into here, and I'm gonna have to resolder the connection because it's soldered to the ground correctly. But I can feel the noise gate that is caused by it, which is a little bit unusual. But let me do what I was gonna do. I was gonna change this to a mono, and then I'm gonna go to 3. I think it should be inline 3. The monitor is on, so that should yes, it's on. So, wow, yeah, you could even. Oh no, it can't be in 3 because in 3 is actually this mic in front of me, so it's in right. Ooh, it's not doing it. Let's see. I have to check if I have the wrong settings because the preferences I just changed, so I understand if I am incorrect. I could just be wrong. So it should be 3. Huh. Okay. Interesting. But it's in 4 right now instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop this a little bit lower. I'm going to play that same track. Try to jam along with it again. It'll come out with a cleaner signal, it should. But let me see. Let's see where it's... Let's see, I missed there. So that's a good place to pause, right? So it's so interesting how much lower this line level is, and I can bring it up. I dropped it here, so I'm gonna bring that back up next time. It shouldn't do too much to the record, but I'm gonna do the edit. I'm gonna normalize that. That's a big normalize though. It's a gigantic normalize. Too much even, but we'll see. I'm gonna slice it. I'm gonna go to detect. Let me. Oh, I didn't edit the end off. So let me cut this end off properly. Let's see. Truncate. Slice. All the details. All the details. So I'm gonna bring this all the way to. Ooh, let's see. These are short. Those are really short. So I'm gonna go back down to 20-ish. 21%. Okay, so let's stop this real quick and just see what samples are actually here. So, let's see what actual samples are here. Oh, I might have to turn off the monitor. See, that's the thing. When you add things like that, let me go to the sampler and turn off the monitor. Edit, record. That's why I don't like having the monitor on, but I might need it in the future. So, anyway, here we go. Which one is this one? This is the second one. So, it's so interesting how thin it sounds. It sounds very, very, very thin. Sorry, somebody typed in and I missed it. Cool. Okay, I got it. Cool. I'm gonna change these settings too. Bed and stream appearance, compact mode. Cool. Yeah, that's better. So they sound thin. Let me, not like I can change that thin, but like, should they be louder thin? Like, is this just the volume level here is low? So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to add the noise gate and the compressor now. So internal, it might not be in here. Yeah, gate. So the threshold should be all the way down here. Maybe a little bit higher, 16. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to do a maximizer behind that actually. Probably do the same thing to here too. It sounds so low. It's so interesting. I'm gonna check if the other synths sound that low, but they have like no lift to them. They have no power to them, which is so. I've never had that problem before. That's never been the problem. So let me just do the normal stuff first. I'm gonna go to the synths and just hear where the synth levels are at. You can just tell the difference, which means that either the levels are low or... Yeah, which means I'm gonna have to bring up my level when I play the bass, like quite a bit. Now I need to just hear what the other one sounds like. So there's more, it's cleaner. All right, well, with that in mind, let's go to... I have an idea what I want now. Okay, so I shouldn't even close that off because I should find if there's another bass line in there, even on that other line. See what I mean? The bass line even came out okay afterwards. It's more like without a mix to it. It's so interesting, like the difference between doing it in Pro Tools and like it would be. So I've got to change like a couple. Like for me, I'm gonna change the setting for this so that the bass line doesn't have any of that static in the background. Which is a mix of actually increasing the volume and actually just knowing, like I'm gonna have to rechange some of the levels. So I don't have to show you the bass anymore, so I can, yeah, that's okay. See, this is why I switched over to this lens. I went with the expensive lens right now. So it looks nice. I'm not a big fan of having all of this white light at me, but it is what it is. Can't have everything. I'm gonna delete 2 of these too. See, that's the thing. I'm gonna come back to these. While I'm at it, then let me also do this. I'm gonna go to the scene. Oh, well, let me go back to this pad and lower the volume. So I have that in. I'm gonna go up to this scene. Ooh, so that already has something to it. Honestly, I'm gonna start from scratch on something then. I just want to see if I can make something with the bass lines off the bat. I am not so happy about the recording of that one, so it's almost like I'm not sure whether I should be doing a different record there. So let's go to this pad. Sorry, I just lost what pattern I'm in. There we go. Maybe it was the what I had on as on my bass controller. It was on like 68, which seems to be an echo chamber. Let me do that again. Dun, 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 dun. Now let's see how a beat would kick in. Oop, oh, sorry, my fault. Pattern. It's so interesting because it says that group is too loud, and it's like nowhere near too loud. So I kind of lied. I was gonna do a beat review, and then I just ended up not doing that. So I apologize for that. I ended up just not doing that. I could also do what I also wanted to do, was maybe read articles, but that's a whole change of type. I have not checked YouTube, which is the other one. So nobody's watching on YouTube right now, but still wanted to check how it comes out. It has it, so I gotta change the name. So that's the thing. Things like that. Like, I have to give it the same name. What name do I have for this? Just so I keep it consistent. I don't even know what name it is. Oops. Gotta find out. Sorry, now it's just not, it's once you start it with it, you can't just change the name. You have to go in there and change the name. So sorry, I don't have a creative name or anything for it right now. I gotta think of a creative name for these. I mean, they were called bomb threats, but every time I put bomb threat in, it takes it as a negative terminology, and you're not allowed to use it. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, sorry. You shouldn't see any of that. Back to what I'm doing. So I can use that base. I just have to use it in the right places, and I have to bring up the levels a certain way. So let's go back to a pattern. Let's actually do a review. I'm gonna go back to 1. I have to cut this short because my mom is calling me, and that is life right there.